right. Peace, peace. How's everybody doing today? So I got a great topic for today that I want to discuss. So I'm talking about Tonya TKO. So I'm gonna talk about Tonya. Look, we've got to admit, right, that on social media, people on social media are so comfortable with telling everything. They want to just live their best lives. Don't think that they're up for criticism. They think that they can come out here and portray themselves as being more than what they really are in real life. And we've seen a lot of these women in particular, a lot of these so called I can do bad all by myself, right? These women say that they can do all bad all by themselves, right? And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing that winter has arrived. So let's talk about Tanya. I've noticed she's been making a lot of videos and she's struggling out here. She's struggling. So let's go ahead and get into it.
I, all right, I'm going to give you all a few moments to come in, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it. My beloved items. So right after I got off of the call with you all, um, I got a call from the dispatch center of the truck because of the snowstorm. The Salvation Army is closed, and I called a bunch of other donation centers, and Goodwill stopped taking furniture. There were some other little small boutique shops, but I don't know what to do.
She don't know what to do. She don't know what to do, y'all. Look, a lot of these women and a lot of people make bad choices. They make bad decisions earlier in their lives. She definitely had an opportunity, right, to get married, have children, have a man, have a relationship, not be in this scenario, not be in this situation, right? What have black men in these spaces been saying about these women? What they been saying, y'all? Y'all pass over the good guys, make terrible decisions. A lot of these women, not all, but a lot of them make bad choices relationship wise. Look, that's the biggest decision that anyone makes in their lives. Who it is they're going to lay up with, who do they going to spend the rest of their life with. If she was married, she had a man, had a relationship, was able to get a man. And look, I'm going to make a lot of videos on her. So y'all get ready. Y'all get ready because this is what AS had been talking about and warning about that winter is definitely coming.
Um, I gave my very best books. I gave my expensive equipment. I gave my the things that I cherished the most. I gave to what I thought was going to be charity, and then now it's turning out to be trash.
Turning out to be trash, y'all. A lot of what certain women, women like this, and look, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of y'all women out here that's living just like this. Got a whole bunch of shit that don't nobody want. Got a bunch of garbage holding on to personal possessions instead of a man. Don't nobody want that shit, man. Don't nobody want none of this shit that these women be collecting, bro. But instead of her being more focused on, going to a gym, getting her workout in, and being attractive to a man that can provide, she wouldn't be homeless. She would not be homeless. But she decided to collect things and put herself out here on social media of all places. And once you put something on social media, it's fair game. It's fair game for anybody to criticize and talk about. It's fair game, y'all. So that's what I'm doing. And look, this is going to be a friendly review. The very friendly review. Case study. Tonya Tko. Tell it in her own words.
So I was trying to donate so OF is saying, what about a shelter? The problem is that the truck is in Manhattan right now, and we're paying $205 per hour while they drive around, or while they sit on the side of the road.
So somebody mentioned, right, that she can go to a shelter because this woman is homeless, y'all. Tonya TKO is basically homeless in New York. There's a blizzard outside, y'all. And she's standing up at the homeless shelter, refusing the help that's available to each and every citizen of New York. She thinks she too good. That's another problem, is that she won't humble herself. She don't want to humble herself and understand the position that she's really in real life. Instead, this social media then got her head blowed up, and she think that she's above it all. She believes, y'all, that she is above reproach. She believes that she's too good for a homeless shelter. Look, there are a handful of women on this app begging for cash apps. And that's what she doing. She begging for cash apps, begging for help. She looking to be saved, y'all. But her prime is gone. She's not 25 no more. She not 30 no more. Does this look like a 25-year-old woman? Does it even look like a 30-year-old woman? This looks like a 40-plus-year-old woman that has let her prime go by and refused to get married or stay with a man long term. This is what happened with I can do bad all by myself. This is what happens with modern black feminism.
And so the bill is going up by the minute, and The thing is that I really felt like I was being a part of something much larger than myself by giving and doing what I thought was a good thing. And it seems like the universe just turned out to just be what this has turned into. And I feel like there's a tremendous lesson in here for me. What that lesson is, I don't know because
She don't know what the lesson is. Let me help you out with that. The, the lesson is you should have gotten married, should have been able to get a man, have a stable household. You wouldn't be homeless right now. How many homeless married black women do you know? Right. So for her to still not know what the lesson is, where everything went wrong. So we're going to deep dive. I want to deep diving, y'all, deep diving in this case study of Tonya Tko. It's going to be a deep dive. It's going to be an uncomfortable truth, y'all. A very uncomfortable truth. But look, KS warned of this. We warned of it. Ad nauseum, we warned of it. We warned that the solution lies in family, relationship building, and how does that happen? Well, in your prime years, instead of saying, oh, I can do bad all by myself, I don't need no man. Right, right.
I guess I just have to learn to let go. I guess that's what I have to do. I have to learn to let go. So, um, I don't know what to say, honestly. Don J is saying you are beautiful. Thank you. You are beautiful too. I'm just, I don't know. I have to take my own lessons about resilience and really bouncing back and I don't know. I know that there is so it's on the truck right now and the Salvation Army is closed because of the snowstorm. And so, oh, did I not update my title? Like the text just went out, but I'm not sure if the title is updated. I hope it is, but huh? Okay, I'm coming. So we're on our way to it's called a recycling center, but they're really just trashing it. They're going to destroy everything. And that is the one thing that I did not want. I wanted the items to do good. I wanted the items the problem is the items are already on the truck. So where would I find the storage center? Where would I find all of that stuff? Where would I be able to find that? If they're charging by the minute. They're charging 205. They're charging by the half hour. So they're charging $102.50 every half an hour. Every 1 hour they're charging $205. So
And see, this is the other thing too, is that for a large number of these women, right? They're hoarders. They hold on to stuff. That's where they put a lot of their energy and time into things. Things rather than children, things rather than husbands, things rather than even their own selves. Even getting into shape, right? Even getting fit, even getting feminine, even learning how to be friendly. Instead of investing in that, women like Tonya Tko would rather invest in computer equipment, books, even a sauna. What do you need? Let me ask everybody, what does she need a sauna for?
My father's already outside warming up the car because I just, everything is going into a landfill. Everything, all of my beautiful clothes, my expensive equipment. Like there's a part of me that's tempted to just go grab my sauna because I donated an infrared sauna. It's like that sauna costs over $1,000. Let me, um, Shantae, this is new.
Over $1,000 for a sauna that she probably never even used. What does a person that got melanin, right, need a sauna for? An infrared sauna. What, you trying to get darker? What was that about?
New York, and we're in the middle of a snowstorm where the streets are ice. I'm not going to be able to find a storage place in 20 minutes. I'm not. And then my father is the one paying for this because the whole house was moved out. So he's paying for this. And my father was like, rather than pay by the hour, he called in a favor to a friend who is going to accept the things at the, like I'm telling you, this is happening right now. My father's in the car. We're getting ready to go and watch the things be destroyed.
So why don't you stay with your father then? Why don't your father take you in till you get yourself back on your feet, right? You can easily just get yourself back on your feet while staying with your father. But look, you're over 40 years old, unmarried, no man, and now it's come down to this.
Goodwill doesn't accept furniture anymore, at least in New York, they don't. And I could not find another charity to accept it on last minute in an ice storm. So somebody's asking what type of stuff did I lose? I see people rewind so you could catch up and see what happened. Watts. This is just because I'm devastated right now. So I'm not in good spirits. I'm devastated. I feel devastated rather. I am not devastated. I feel devastated.
Fact is that you are devastated. It's not just about feeling. Look at your scenario. Look at your position, right? Look at your situation. And you notice that, yeah, you are devastated. This is an L all the way around. It doesn't matter how you slice it. And we're seeing more and more women in this type of situation.
I feel devastated. All right. My self love lesson from all of this is to not value anything. Well, self love lessons don't have the word not in it. I guess my self love lesson could be live in this moment right now because this moment is all that is real. I release I don't know. Release sounds negative. I don't know if it is negative or not. I can't think. I'll see you all later.
That's it, y'all. I'll be back with more. Till next time. See you next time.